Hi tubers, it's me, Maya and Maya, or you can call me Naima, or whatever have you. As you can see, kind of messed myself up. I slept in the wrong position, but hey, here we are today. I guess you can say this is kind of like part two of my last vlog. What I want to talk to you today about is healing and why it is very necessary and important, and some of the things that will take place in the middle of your healing. One thing, real quick, I have to address this, and I guess by kind of like making this a disclaimer, by no way am I saying that what I'm saying is a substitute or should be a replacement for the therapy or medication you're already taking. I highly recommend therapy. I highly recommend medication. And that's because I'm a willing participant of those things myself. I know that they are very effective and they can and will produce and help and aid you in your healing. Okay, so one thing that I noticed when I became more aware of the fact that I was traumatized was I was angry. I have to tell you this. I was very angry. I I witnessed some things that maybe later in the vlog I may have the guts so to talk about, but I witnessed some things that when I realized that I was being abused and this was abuse. I was much older than when the abuse had taken place, right? So when I realized these things were actually abuse, I got angry to the point where I was very anxious at times. I had a sense of paranoia at times. I often thought that people that I didn't even know meant me some type of harm, right? I was angry. I was angry and I didn't know how to express this anger and be okay. Because, mind you, I have always been told to, not express anger, right? Not express my anger, stuff my anger, and not deal with it. However, let me tell you what that caused: a raging bull. I'm a Taurus. So, it caused a raging bull. And I'm using bull because I'm trying to keep it PG-13 here on my channel. Um, and now here I am as an adult, and I have to make it a disclaimer for people that come into my life that, sometimes I may say things that I don't mean. I may do things that, are out of, I'm saying, character. And that's essentially because not because I'm bipolar or schizophrenic, but it is because I'm acting out that anger I did not get to express. I'm unwillingly doing that. And it's an involuntary spasm type of thing for the mind. And what you have is you have a person that may look like they are just angry people, but the truth are they're more so hurt. You have to understand when you have an action, there is basically like another action or a reaction going on in the head or the behavior or, the pattern or whatever have you, right? So, gosh, this thing is bothering me. Um, yeah, so what you have is a person that's more so hurt than angry. And these are people that require a lot of patience. Okay? Patience. And they require a lot of love. These are special people. I'm not saying special as in special ed. I'm saying special as they are 9 times out of 10 they're empaths. They're definitely empaths. They have big old hearts. They are very compassionate people. Okay? So, they require a lot of patience. And what that patience will do for them is more than what I feel a therapist could ever do. Simply because in the heat of the moment, when shit is really thick and thin in the mind, and I mean in the middle of an anxiety attack, I've had them. Panic attacks, I've had them. In the middle of a depression, I witnessed them. In the heat of the moment, what counts is somebody that says, hey, it's okay. It's okay. Relax. What they do is they use certain ketones and they use certain volumes to calm you. And the people that are able to do that, those are really special people. So you can see how we get into needing other people, right? But we are so caught up in ego, we don't want another person to look at us any type of way. So I make it upfront, hey, you may see me be angry. You may see me cry. You may see me laugh a lot. You may see a very different range of all my emotions. But that doesn't make me bipolar. That makes me healing. Okay? So, healing, right? What is it? Why do we need it? Da 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 da. Healing is very, very important for you to continue and be okay with your own soul. If you need to hear that again, rewind it. Okay? So, I said that because at night when you lay down, you're with yourself. You hear within your mind, right? So you need to be okay with that talk. If that talk, not that person, not that thing, not that guy, if that talk is not okay, then you're damaged. And you're going to continue to perpetuate the cycle of damage within yourself because your mind needs to change. Excuse me. Your mind needs to change. And by doing that, you become a positive person, a positive thinker. You have to become a positive thinker before you can become a positive person. So that's why you have many people that are out there that are essentially negative people, because in their mind, their mind talk is negative. They're negative to themselves. So healing is very important because if you want to be good to yourself, which I know you should want to do, everybody should want to do that. That's like self-preservation. That should be number one on everybody's list, but that's just me. Take don't take my motto for yours, but the better you are to yourself, the better you will be to other people. And I really, really feel this way because it'll help you start to understand that if you're just nicer to yourself, you can be nicer to other people. If other people can be nice to you, you can be nicer. It's like a chain reaction type of thing. I don't know why it is, but I guess it's some type of natural law. But healing is also very important for depression. Um, because at the end of the day, like I said, in the middle of depression, you need something to think back upon, someone or some happy feeling to bring you out of that dark place. Hmm? And like I said, you can be on medication and not all the time does it work. So, also always give yourself time. The process is very crucial. It's very crucial. There's no way you can just go from trauma to healing. Rome won't build overnight. What you have to do is go from trauma, understanding, witness, accepting, healing. Healing is sure to come, but understand that there is a little process that you must go through. And you have to respect that process because without that process, you'd have no strength. None. You'd be weak. And trust me, if you're still alive and you're dealing with any type of trauma, depression, PTSD, anxiety, you know, anything considered a mental health illness. If you're still alive and you're dealing with it, you're one of the strongest people on the planet. You're stronger than the strongest person that you know. Trust me. You underestimate yourself. That's what I've been told a lot. But that's just me taking things to that traumatic that traumatic place. Like I said, at the end of the day, also, let me get this out. A strong part of letting go is not talking about it. Don't talk about it and don't rehearse it. Don't gossip about it. Don't don't give it any concern. Don't give it any life. Don't reminisce what happened to you with friends or therapists. I mean, you could choose to do that, but that just understand you're perpetuating the cycle. You're keeping that shit going. So, don't give it any type of life. Don't even when you're laying down and you're listening to your music, you're thinking about, oh, this person hurt me, that person hurt me. No, stop it. Stop it. Stop it, dag. Just stop it. No, don't give it any life, any whatsoever. And I promise you, the direction of your mentality, it will change. Excuse me. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. I almost took a drink of water and I'm in the middle of a vlog. But yeah. But you will also have to put positive thoughts. You will have to put positive thoughts in the place of once you remove the negative and there's nothing there, you have to put positive there. And teach yourself positive, and you have to teach yourself positive by repetition. And that's constantly telling yourself the same positive things over and over and over. Like my thing, I tell myself I love me constantly. Constantly. I tell myself I forgive me constantly. Over and 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 over. And now what I've been catching myself doing is when I'm sitting there and my mind will go to that negative place, what does my mind do for me? Hey, I love you. Oh. And I feel like so spooked. I'm like, it works, The mind is a very powerful place. It's a terrible thing to waste, and I understand why now. But, yes, healing is very, very, very crucial for your soul to be okay with itself. Because at some time or another, you're going to have to understand what happened to you is what happened to you. You're not that. Okay? So understand, you're not the circumstance that happened to you. Excuse me. Lord have mercy. This was a good broadcast, so I'm definitely not going to delete it for a cough, but I guess I need to drink some water or something like that. But at one point or another in your healing, you're going to go looking for something, and that thing is always going to be yourself. You're not going to find anything else. Okay? So you may think it's in love. You may think it's in chasing love or marriage or money or this or that or some other type of unfulfilling void. But the truth in the matter is is going to end up showing you that you went looking for you and you're going to find you. Okay? So understand that's what's going on. And this is me again, Maya and Maya. You can call me Naima. Add me on Instagram at GODZART_project. That's God's Art Project at Instagram.com. Don't do the Facebook thing, but I will every here and there. I do have a Facebook. You can add me there. Naima L. That's my name. Naieemael. So here's another one, you guys, and I guess I will be back sooner or later. Just trying to get things off my chest and understand what's really going on with myself. So here I am again, and there I go again. All right, you guys, you see me. There I was.